All right. Well, if you're in the pits or you're online, I'd like to welcome you guys. We are streaming live our testing on the Midwest Drag Racing Series YouTube page. A little bit of bonus coverage for you as testing trundles along here ahead of the Throwdown in T-Town. If you're just hopping on the stream or you're over in the pits, I'd like to remind you that Top Sportsman and Top Dragster eliminations round number next will start at noon. Pro Mods will be in the regular program. They'll be running their finals in round one of qualifications later tonight. That is on Mav. That is on Flow Sports. I keep saying Mav. It's on Flow Sports, Flow Racing, as part of Mav TV. As we rumble along here, just going to keep it simple with a one camera setup for now, but once we get to some of our eliminations, we will hop right back into coverage. So we got some pro mods. I see Steve Macklin, Top Alcohol Funny Car coming up here. Lots of fun stuff here as we get ready for the Throwdown in T-Town. Let's take a look here. This our pro mod lines up here. Here, get on the chip there. Now it's going to bump into the line, and here we go. Woo! Had a lot of wheel spin on the right-hand side, then pulled quite a bit to the left and then to the right there. Got off the chip, crossed the 480 in the Grand Prix lane. Also left about a quarter of a second too soon, so not the run you want to see there, but that's why we do testing. What else are we getting? Steve Macklin is down there in the staging lanes. He'll be up next. We're using that right-hand lane. Let's take a look at what else we have in the staging lanes. Just a couple cars making their way on over. Like we said, it's just open testing right now, and we figured, hey, why not? If you're one of our viewers online, or maybe you're in the pits, you want to pull that up on your TV, well, I'll be darned. Why not throw it online? People like to see dragsters go down a strip. Mention to our testers now that my microphone's on. When you're testing, if you guys could stay out of lanes 9 and 10, that is our winner's circle lane. So we will be making that. We'll be asking that you stay clear of that so that we can get our pictures taken care of. Coming up soon here we have top dragster, top sportsman round number. Next of elimination should be semis in the top semis in top dragster and finals in top sportsman. I'm looking over here. We got Jones going up against Beanie in the top dragster. Whiteley will be enjoying a bye into the finals. Looking over at top sportsman, Kyle Baker will be taking on Mike Seacrest.
Any relation to Ryan Seacrest?
No, but I hear his teeth are just as unnaturally.
Oh, hey, that is nice.
Hey-o.
Nice to know. Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We are live on YouTube with a little bit of bonus coverage.
Hey.
You know, it's testing, so there's a lot of other things to do. Just because it's down at the track doesn't mean we're down, all the time here. But
absolutely
time. So all of our cameras up and running, and it is time to rock and roll here at Tulsa Raceway Park, Osage Casino and Hotel, Tulsa Raceway Park. In
beautiful Tulsa, Oklahoma. Looks like we got would that be a little G-body? Doing a little G-body shuffle here going on. Over in the right-hand lane. Not sure if this is guessing just a real test and tune pass here.
Test and tune pass here, yes. I want to point out earlier that right before we went live, Keith Haney made a run 3.70 flat, I believe it was.
Very nice.
That's a very good run. Very good.
Very nice. Beautiful day out too.
It is, and we'll be looking at some darn good performance weather here this evening.
Driving in, I was listening to the radio, and I think radio station said the high today will be 75, I believe it was.
70,
something.
And it was 86 yesterday.
Yeah, so and then tomorrow it's supposed to be even cooler.
I don't even think it's supposed to break. Last I checked, it wasn't supposed to break 70 tomorrow.
Wow.
Which, just a fantastic thing.
Beautiful.
I'd like to shout out to all of our watchers on YouTube, James Kroll and G. Michael. Thanks for dropping some comments. If you are watching and you're lurking, that's all right, too. But you can always drop a comment if you have any questions. We're here to answer your questions, here to talk to you, and here to announce some fun drag racing here at the Throwdown in T-Town.
Absolutely.
This is almost it's weird to call this the calm, but it is the calm before the storm.
Yes, it is.
Throwdown.
A little bit of tire spin.
Yeah,
gets it through. Wow, 469, 156. Not a bad pass right there. It looks, you can actually see the marks on the track there. It looks like back tires kind of ballooned it up to about 60 foot, and then he just drove out of it and right down Broadway.
Yeah, just a little bit of spin as we're getting a little bit of track dragging done. And it shouldn't be too much longer here before we have round number next of eliminations.
That is correct. Mama Cunningham down there. Hello, Mama Cunningham. Good seeing you.
Tommy's around here too.
Good to see you.
Tommy's around here too. Of course, they are the proud owner of Stroud Safety Equipment.
And the proud sponsor of Stroud Safety Equipment Pro Mod.
Yes.
Yeah, buddy.
By the way, we will be running the Pro Mod Finals tonight during round 1 of qualification.
Fantastic. All right.
So, I don't know when exactly they're going to do it, but I do know that they're going to do it in round 1 of qualifications.
It will happen.
Yeah, it will happen.
Yes.
And it'll be a good time. Good time.
Okay, so a couple minutes ago, you sent me a picture of you sitting in one of those Corvettes.
Yes.
Which one?
The Stingray closest to us.
And then how's that?
It was nice.
Yes.
I liked it. My only complaint is the same complaint that I have for a lot of new cars. New Mustang has this problem as well. I don't want digital screens in front of me when I'm driving. I want an actual dial. I want an actual set of dials, an actual speedometer, tack.
Gotcha.
I want all that. I want actual knobs to adjust my temperature. I don't want an iPad screen. I don't understand why, doing this, as nobody can actually see that, doing this while I'm like looking at my phone while driving is not okay. But if I look down the other way,
There's a huge TV screen in front of you that you gotta
yeah,
adjust.
but that's okay because I have to read all of it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We got you.
It's you can miss me with that. I remember 2019. I was just talking to Damon earlier about this. I said 2019. I went to the 24 Hours at Daytona, which is a fantastic race.
Mm-hmm.
That event, and it was one of the rain delays because that was a really rainy year. And we went into the Mercedes hospitality tent, and they have all these beautiful, S class, like just these gorgeous cars.
Mm-hmm.
They had the new G-Wagon there. And I'm not a G-Wagon kind of guy, but I'm like, hey, that's nice on the outside. They're like, you can get in it. So I got in it, and I sat down. And the dash for that is it's like if you took like 6 iPads and put it next to, like, all in one line.
So the whole dash is pretty much just a giant iPad.
Yeah, basically from your driver's side door past the center point across the console, it's just one long iPad. And I remember looking at my buddy Derek, who was sitting in the passenger seat, and I said, this is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. It ruins the whole car.
Will you announce the concessions open with full menu?
Hey, attention the pits, attention in the grandstands, attention the whole area. The concession stand is open, and they got the full menu going on. No steak and lobster, but hey, they got the nachos, they got the hot dogs.
I'm going to have myself some chicken strips.
I owe you nachos today. I did not forget. I'm just saying. Frito chili pie, which is amazing. That was pretty good. I had that yesterday. So, yeah, it's open. So, have at it. Start the line. Tip them. That's what they're there for. Nice tips. Pretty ladies and beautiful smiles. So, hey, what more do you need? And here we go. Tommy Cunningham in the Stroud Safety Mustang. As Tucci would call it, the Rent-A-Racer.
Yeah, the Hertz Rent-A-Racer.
That's right.
Look at that. Burnout over to the 330. How do you like that?
That's a good way to lay down the rubber, as they say.
So, I mean, it is midday on a Friday, on a work day. So there's not a bunch of people in there, but he did it for the ladies.
Oh, absolutely. Mainly his wife, the one that's bagging him up right now.
His wife, Mama Cunningham's over there. She's like, atta boy.
That's right. That's my boy right there. That's what she's saying. Mama Cunningham. I love the Cunningham family. Aren't they great?
Great. They're great people. Great people. It's like we said, proud owners of Stroud Safety Equipment. They keep things
Fresh.
fresh. They keep
And
things
safe. Yes.
Safety users are never losers. As
Hey,
say.
that is a good one. Shout out to Al Tucci, who is, I believe, on his way over here taking the Turtle Express. So he'll probably be here by about midnight tomorrow.
He's taking a certain airline company as he, flies out of Chicago or has to.
Chicago.
Yeah, taking a certain airline company. So it's really kind of hit or miss whether or not.
How many hot dogs has he eaten already?
Oh, he's in Chicago, so at least 5.
I'll go over. I'll go the over on 5.
Over on 5?
Yeah.
You know what? We should keep track of how many hot dogs he eats over the weekend.
Absolutely. That.
Yeah, double or nothing for the lunch.
Oh, hey, that might be. We might have to on that, as we have Tommy Cunningham here on the right-hand side as he is pre-staged. He is getting ready to stage, and let her rip, Tater Chip. Here he goes. Ooh, gets a little tire shake right at the 60, shuts it off. Wow, see his reaction time? 003 on the tree. I mean, that is tough to do on a full.
Yeah.
on a full tree like that. Geesh. 03 on the light, 942 to the 60 foot, which wasn't bad at all. But once he passed that 60 foot, went a little crazy daisy out there and shut her off.
Well, I got good news here. Meaningful passes. Not that data and testing isn't meaningful, but we actually have eliminations coming up here. As Delana Whiteley will take a bye run here as she rolls into the right-hand lane. This is top dragster, Raystar Industries top dragster eliminations from yesterday. So, how do you like that? Delana Whiteley on the right-hand side.
Well, guess starting to get a little. Yesterday was just a total
Thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the way I want to describe it. I can't say online because then I'd probably get in trouble.
Does it rhyme with double O?
Yes, you know it. And yeah, it was just one of those days, and I think everybody was just kind of like, you know what, let's start fresh. Fresh track in the morning.
Whole day tomorrow.
Whole day tomorrow. Let's get this done. Let's get this, do it safely.
Mm-hmm.
And in my honest opinion, I think that was the best call they made.
I think
so that we can come up with another beautiful day here at Tulsa Raceway Park, and let's get this done.
Let's get it done indeed. So all Delana Whiteley has to do here is engage the tree. You can see that on your screen on the left-hand side, and that is an automatic win right there. But Delana is going to run it anyway, down into a 432 and crosses a 431 and an O, so little too quick, but not too quick.
Not at all. And you know what? 019 on the tree, which maybe that's what they were dialing in, trying to see, set the box up, get that all figured out, and hey, she's got a little room to spare, so
yeah. Keep in mind,
heading on to the finals.
Totally different conditions from yesterday.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
totally different.
The sun is out, the sun's shining, but you know what? It's nice, cool breeze. I mean, you got people in shorts, you got people in pants, hoodies.
The air temp is.
I'm sure I'll see someone in a wife beater soon.
Yeah, you might see someone shirtless today. No,
Yeah,
no, not might. You will see someone shirtless today. I get.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to picture that, but have you seen our friend yet? The possum.
I haven't seen the possum yet.
No, I'm kind of worried about the possum, making sure that he made it home safely where he needed to go. But it was just
his wife and kids were looking for him last night.
Maybe he's a little drunk.
He might have been a little drunk.
He took the wrong way home. But yeah, there was a possum by the track, ladies and gentlemen, and yeah, it was spotted. Of course, people in the tower, they see things that, yeah, it's kind of crazy. But Carl Jones, Steve Beanie. Let's see who goes on to the finals to race. Delana Whiteley. Wow, it's 3,000 separating on the tree, and the win goes to Beanie. Little too quick, 77 on the 78. Gives it to Carl Jones. Carl Jones throwing up an 8-pack. Wow. 007 on the tree. Going James Bond on the tree. 465 with the 1. That, ladies and gentlemen, is an 8-pack. Carl Jones looking strong. Will be going on to the finals against Delana Whiteley. And that brings us up to Pat Musey Racing Engines, top Sportsman, which is the finals for the Great Bend race. Mr. Kyle Baker over on the right-hand side, Grand Junction, Colorado, in that 08 Chevy Cobalt, J&A service on the door of that thing.
He's down into a 410. Left-hand side, taking a look there, that's Mike, not Ryan Seacrest, dialed into a 455. So expect 4.5 tenths of separation between the two. Mike Seacrest will be the first to leave.
I believe Seacrest relying on the nitrous oxide for his power adder of choice, while Mr. Kyle Baker has that huge scoop. Well, I shouldn't say scoop, but more of the carb hat for the Pro Charger. So we got a little Pro Charger nitrous action. And as we said, this is the final round from the Great Bend race in Top Sportsman. Pat Musey, Top Sportsman.
So let's take a look now as we are a quarter way staged up, waiting on Kyle Baker to break the pre-stage beams, and there it is. It all comes down to this, 5 months in waiting just about. Here we go. One light, there's the other.
Wow, whoa, Baker. Baker's all over the way. Oh, wow. Baker just doing a little scooting and booting the whole way through. 032 on the tree, runs a 421 on the 410. That does not get it done. As Mr. Seacrest, 060 on the tree. 457 on the 455 dial takes the win. Congratulations to the Seacrest team.
Indeed. Mike Seacrest takes the win. Like you said, 457 against a 455. That's a nice little run there. It ended up being a little bit of a pedal fest there as we hit to the about the 330 mark there, and it looks like Kyle Baker is stationary at the top end of the track.
That he is. And, you know, that looked a little weird there as he took off. I mean, he hits tire spin. You can see tire spin from about 60 foot on up, and then you just hear a couple womp womps trying to maybe get the car back to where it needs to go, and it did not want to do that. So at that time, Seacrest just took over.
Looks like our guy Stretch there is picking up something off the side of the track there as well. And here's the thing, though, for as messy, not clean of a run that was for Kyle Baker, a 10th is a lot of time, but that's not a ton of time to be off, though, considering he had to pedal it, he had some tire spin, maybe some parts on the ground. I mean, that's not the cleanest run there for Kyle Baker. Mike Seacrest gets it done.
Absolutely.
So attention to all of our testers. Can you guys please avoid using lanes 9 and 10? Please avoid using lanes 9 and 10. That is our victory circle, and we are taking victory photos. So you can line up in whatever testing lane you want. Just, be that not 9 and 10. So while we wait for some more testing, we're going to take a quick little commercial break here on the Midwest Drag Racing Series. You're watching Midwest Drag Racing Series on YouTube. You can hit subscribe, and you can get a little notification. Click the bell. You'll get a notification every time we go live with one of our races. Tonight, eliminations, the entirety of the Throwdown of T-Town will be available on Flow Racing. So go on over to Flow Racing. You find that in the description of this very stream, and you can watch it right there. It's the Throwdown and T-Town little bonus coverage for you. It's the Midwest Drag Racing Series.
you, General Tire delivers.
As your power steering pump ages, seal leaks may occur, causing the power steering system to lose fluid. Your power steering system may also develop an annoying squeal, and the steering may become more difficult to handle. By using Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak, you will stop the seal leaks, reduce slack in rack and pinion, eliminate the squeals and hard spots in your power steering system. It is guaranteed to stop seal leaks or your money back. Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak. It works.
At Robert Yates Racing Engines, we strive for perfection day in and day out. We run E3 spark plug in the NASCAR spec engine.
E3 Diamond Fire technology maximizes the fuel burn for more power and better fuel efficiency.
The spark plug is a key component of the engine. It can make or break you, so it's key that the plugs are robust and have had great success at the track with them. We run E3 spark plugs. What are you running?
Clean up your toughest messes super easy, super fast. Only Super Clean is formulated to do the work for you. Just spray it on and watch the grease and grime wash away. Super Clean is the only cleaner degreaser that is scientifically formulated to kick any mess to the curb, so you can move on to more important things. For all of your greasiest, grimiest, toughest tasks around the house, shop, or garage, Super Clean gets the job done. Super Clean. Super easy, super fast.
Looks like the Green 87 is in for an unscheduled pit stop.
It looks like an oil leak, Billy.
For more on the situation,
Let's throw it to Mom in the pits.
Well, the Green 87 is in trouble, but it has a long history of finishing strong. So what's your game plan?
What the 87 driver knows is that Stop Leak has special additives that renews worn seals, reduces engine noise, and oil consumption to protect your engine.
Lucas Oil. It works.
And so a little bit of downtime here as we continue on here. Lots of happenings in preparation for what is going to be an eventful Midwest Drag Racing Series Throwdown in T-Town. All right, a little more pro mod action coming your way. We'd like to thank you guys for watching the Midwest Drag Racing Series on YouTube. Like we said, just a little bit of bonus stuff here, not the total full suite of a show here, but we figured, you know what? Hey, there's pro mod action happening here at Tulsa Raceway Park, and the stream's already set up as we did rounds of eliminations from Great Bend last night, a makeup race. And we said, you know what? Hey, let's turn around, let her rip, and have at her. It's Michael Abate over on the right-hand side, lines up. I'll have to double check the notes here, but I feel like it's been a couple races since I've seen him. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to go look at my notes. My laptop isn't set up yet with all my notes in it, you know. Use that for standing, use it for notes, you name it. But yeah, a little bit of pro mod action here at beautiful Osage Casino and Hotel Tulsa Raceway Park. If you're within driving distance, and I know driving distance varies from person to person, but if you're in like an Oklahoma City, you're in Kansas City, I think it's about 3 hours from here. There's a 403. I had to get off the chip there. How far away is Dallas from here, Sam? Like 4 hours? Yeah, so I mean, if you're kind of within a day trip of Tulsa, I would say come on out here today or tomorrow. I know you probably work today. You might be working today, but tomorrow for sure. if you can be in here within a few hours, wake up at 9 a.m., drive on over. You can catch a full day of racing action, free tickets here at Tulsa Raceway Park, and then roll right on over.
As we have Dustin Nesloni and the Nesloni Pony.
Number 1 point sitter right now.
Correct, in that black BA, if you know what that means.
Yeah.
Camaro.
It is.
Over on the right-hand side.
That is a fearsome machine, too. One of the largest points leads I've seen in Midwest Drag Racing Series history. And not only that, but I'll tell you what, though. It's not insurmountable over the next couple weeks.
No, absolutely not. I mean, from the way it looks, I mean, every single category pretty much has some sort of, if you want to call it, battle for the series championship.
Yes.
So to speak.
But Dustin Nesloni currently sits in the points lead by a decent margin. Now, I'm not going to say it's impossible, because it certainly isn't. A bad tree, bad light. Dustin Nesloni gets sent packing early tomorrow in the eliminations.
And, people
face changes.
Exactly, and people right behind him. If they go rounds, then, that makes it a little more interesting for our World Finals in Texas.
Absolutely. But that being said, the way I've seen this man drive over the course of this year.
Isn't it like a night and day difference? Last year he came out a couple events and it seemed like he struggled, but now all of a sudden he comes back and this guy's just, he's putting a tear. He's putting a tear on it.
The way he drives this year, if you ask me who is the best driver this year, I wouldn't even have to point to points. I would just point to Dustin Nesloni.
Absolutely. Driving tech, like I was saying yesterday, seat time. The seat time has done it for him.
And it feels like a bracket car because every time you watch him.
Right down Broadway.
On rails.
Just like that. Look at that. Ooh, drifting towards the wall a little bit. Gets at, wow, 368 at 204.
Yeah. Even that had a little bit of a pull towards the wall, about the 330, but, it's on rails. You don't really see it wheel shake that often either.
No, not at all. And if there is, it's very minimal, and he knows how to drive out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a smooth run. It's on rails, and then it is always in those 3.6s.
Absolutely.
Always in those 3.6s. It is an impressive machine, man, and a great driver behind the seat there.
All right, we got a little break in the action as we're going to check up the top end for possibly a little bit of stuff that might be on the track. So bear with us now, and we'll be right back at you. please, we have it here.
Yeah.
And please let us know.
So we got that helmet. I don't. Again, how do you think at some point you go? If it's not claimed today, I'll be shocked, right? Because it's like, how are you
Absolutely.
a racer and not make a not realize you're missing a helmet?
Absolutely, yeah. That's still what I'm trying to figure out. But
It had to have been someone that was eliminated last night, right? Because they wouldn't have done another round of elims if they didn't have a helmet. So it had to have been someone that was eliminated last night that lost the helmet, which narrows it down, but. So we got a guy out of Tulsa that his what's his name?
just goes by Mike.
Mike?
And he makes these motorcycle helmets that look like ball caps.
Yeah.
And he also has one that looks like a fedora. I mean, this is some cool stuff. If I knew where this guy was, I might go and visit his shop and pick one up because these are really, really cool. I like it.
They are neat. Yeah, no, I was telling him, like, if I need a snowboard helmet, I might actually go over and be like, yo, what's up?
Absolutely. So it looks like we're still in the process of cleaning up a little bit of stuff that we found at the top end of the track. So we will be down for a couple minutes. But, hey, this is a perfect time. Remember, the snack bar is open with full menu. Just no steak and lobster, but they got nachos and hot dogs and burgers. Chili Frito pie, which was pretty darn good. I had that last night.
Indeed.
Kale, probably going to the snack bar right now as he drives by.
Growing boy.
He is. He needs his nutrients.
Yes. Attention, attention, attention in the pits. If you have checks coming from the Great Bend race, the bottom floor of the tower, the media room, and offices, go right in there and you can pick up your checks from Great Bend. Thank you. I think, Steve-O, I'm going to go get myself some of those absolutely fantastic chicken tenders. I'm going to get a nice little tendy meal for me
Hey,
down there.
chicken tenders, huh?
Yeah, what do you want?
No, I owe you. So I can, unless you want to wait for nachos tonight or, whatever the case may be. But I am good for now. Thank you, my friend.
All right.
Appreciate it.
But I'm going to go get some chicken tenders. If you're in the stands while we wait on confirmation for the top end, we will. I would recommend going down there and getting something to eat.
Oh, absolutely. Go see the ladies. Give them a little smile. And then.
Smile, a wink, how do you do?
That's right. Hey. And don't forget to tip them because they're working hard down there. Oh, look at that.
That was a nice little burnout, wasn't it?
You know, I'm telling you right now, I know personally that Drag Illustrated Mr. Wes Buck,
Yeah.
that is his favorite style of car right there. That is an all-time favorite style of car. So if Wes Buck were here, he'd be licking the windows next to Tucci, you know, in a 57 Chevy.
He'd be up in the suite just giving a standing ovation. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Clapping, smiling, jumping up and down. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that thing has a Lenko in it.
Ooh.
Yes, it's a clutch. I know it is a clutch car for sure. But yes, that thing is absolutely gorgeous. Blue paint, blue greenish paint. I remember last year in Texas,
Yeah.
2 of them lined up. And Wes Buck was up in the executive suite up on top.
Yes.
He literally runs and like a bolt of lightning runs down the stairs, hops over the fence, pulls out his phone, and gets pictures of him. And I mean, Tucci he looked like a little kid that just saw Snoopy for the first time at Knott's Berry Farm. I mean, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. But I mean, he absolutely loves him. He runs, and you see him running back up the stairs, giving a thumbs up, jumping up and down. I mean, yeah, it was hooping and hollering. Yeah. Wow. But here we are.
Goodbye, guy Wes Buck. He was sitting in the. By the way, the executive suite at XRP. You ever been in there?
It's pretty nice.
It's
nice.
That whole facility is a great facility.
Oh,
and the executive suites are. Whew.
Yes, absolutely. And here we go. Oh.
Yeah, that won't do it.
No, not at all. Nice little shimmy and shake for the wake and bake. And yeah, 038 on the tree. Respectable reaction time and shuts it down right in the middle of the track. Not sure what happened there, but oh, nope, there he goes. And he's off. So
there he goes. Phone power now.
not too sure what happened on that. Maybe a little too much bite on the clutch because like I said, I believe that is a stick shift vehicular. We hope to see it back out there soon.
I'll tell you what, I was sitting in one of Keith Haney's wonderful Corvettes down there. And that was a nice little ride. Nice little ride I had earlier.
You know,
well, I didn't turn it on. I didn't go anywhere, but I sat in the Corvette.
So the rental company, they messed up on my rental. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
They messed up on my rental last night. I get in, and they're like, sorry, sir, we no longer have your car. We gave it to someone else. Oh, well, what can you do for me?
Whew.
And they say, well, you know, we're looking around, and I happen to turn around, and right behind me is a white Dodge Challenger, and I ask, well, what about that Challenger that's right behind us? The guy looks at me, in his words, looks at me, looks down, looks at the car. He's like, you look responsible enough. Oh, how does he not know? Man, I'm telling you, the only bad, like I said, the only bad thing about it is that it's white. So if I do burnouts on it, I have to take it to the car wash and, you know, scrub the rubber off of it. But that, you know, that's worth $5 at the car wash to do.
Without a doubt.
To waste some tires there. Mr. Macklin over here on the right-hand side. And the B&J Racing Transmissions Top Alcohol Funny Car. As we get him lined up.
Yeah, I've got to get him lined up here. As he went a few rounds deep into the. Not mistaken.
Here we go, right down Broadway.
Car last night.
Wow, 001 on the tree. So he wins reaction time contest for the time being. 373 at 203. Not a bad run whatsoever. All right, attention in the pits, attention in the grandstands, attention in the area. We have found a set of glasses. If you're missing your glasses from maybe last night or this morning, this afternoon, that were out by the old grandstands, the wooden grandstands, over about at the 8th mile mark, we have them in the tower. So if you're missing glasses, they were found in the grass by the old grandstands, please let us know.
We do have those. We do have those. We also have a helmet up here.
Yeah, the helmet has not been claimed yet.
Make that 2 things, and it's like you should really know if you're missing those.
As we have Mr. Justin Jones back. Not sure what happened, but they pushed the car back, took the hood off of it, took the front end off, I should say, and did a little, maybe put a little in and took a little out, and they are back.
A little percussive maintenance is.
Yes.
Beat the tar out of it and hope it works again.
Ball peen hammer.
Yeah.
And so here we go.
Makes every computer work is a little percussive maintenance. We all know that.
Absolutely.
Work, you piece of crap. And so Justin Jones here. We got a full field of pro mods tonight, knock on wood. And you should be one of them entering tonight as well. Got a couple dragsters, got a Justin Jones, we got a exhibition dragster, and then we have our top dragster final in the lane.
Ooh. Justin Jones gets to about 80 feet out and decides to play basketball while driving a race car.
Yeah, right. He's
and that didn't
around, baby.
Yeah, and that did not help. He was trying to go for the triple-double there, Hakeem Olajuwon style, and did not happen. 001 on the tree.
A couple nice 001s on the tree. I'll give him that.
Well, so far Justin Jones is so far in first place for best reaction time of the day.
We only had 1 trip zip last night.
And that big old bag of donuts on that. Yep. I love donuts. Oh, I appreciate the Krispy Kreme. Yeah, I appreciate the Krispy Kreme delivery there this morning.
When you're in Krispy Kreme territory, you got to pick up Krispy Kreme.
That is
public service.
That is correct. Absolutely. Mr. Brandon Schweitzer on property. Good seeing you, buddy.
And so again, we got some dragsters coming up here in the staging lanes.
What we have here is an exhibition dragster.
Exhibition dragster. We can't legally tell you too much about it.
That is correct, but it is exhibition, putting on some practice laps as we speak. And then after that, I believe we are going into our top dragster final from Great Bend Race. Nice run, 3:58 at 2:12, 9:56 on the short time. Impressive. As now we go into our
All right. So tech is open at the tech station. Top Sportsman, top Dragster, Junior Dragsters. We need you guys teched in. Tech is open at the tech station. Thank you.
And now we come up to the finals of Race Star Industries top dragster from the Great Bend Race. Mr. Carl Jones over in the left-hand lane. Mulvane, Kansas, dialed in at a 465. Delana Whiteley, Grand Junction, Colorado, 430 over on the right-hand side.
Number 1 car, I have it down for Sportsman.
So, we take a look. Is Delana Whiteley a 430 in the right-hand lane? On the left-hand lane, Carl Jones. Carl Jones at 465 to dial in, so expect him to leave 35 hundredths of a second before Delana Whiteley. Delana Whiteley, your number 3 point sitter. Carl Jones finds his way up in the points as well. But chasing down number 3. Lots of points change hands over the last 24 hours. Let's see what else transpires. We see one green light and then the other as they both now Whiteley trying to catch up across the line.
No, Carl Jones, 465 on the 467 on the 465 dial, 010 on the tree. Takes the win. Delana Whiteley, 016 on the tree. So 6 down separating them on the bottom side here. Runs a 431 on the 430. Carl Jones is your Great Bend top dragster champion. Congratulations.
So I'm going to go over, grab some food. We got some more testing coming up here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Like I said, we got the mics on here, but we don't have outdoor mics. If we had outdoor mics, it would be a disaster to try and hear us over those. So you're picking up all the car audio you hear is coming through our mics. So when our mics are muted because there's something happening in race control, that's why your audio will cut out. But it's a little quiet right here on the track. Got some more testing coming your way. And Steve-O, I see a funny car coming around the corner.
What's so funny about it? But yeah, I get you. Yeah, absolutely. We got a funny car. We do have the. We're going to do a little track prep here, make sure that everything is copacetic, as they say, on the track. Make sure everything is good to go. Do a little track maintenance here before we have our funny car head on up. Looks like we got a couple pro mods as well up in the lanes. So we will be down for a couple more minutes. Like I said, this is a perfect time for snack bar, an ice cold frosty beverage, maybe a potty break. If you have a young one, this is the time to do it. We will be right back. Alrighty, here we go. Back to the action here in our test session for the Throwdown in T-Town here at Tulsa Raceway Park in Tulsa, Oklahoma. As we have Joshua Vettel in that beautiful CUDA with the Pro Charge hanging off the front of that thing over here in the left-hand lane. Joshua, I believe, made it to the semifinals last night in the Great Bend race. And now, maybe changing up a little things, maybe new little tune-up going in. We've got a test session going on, so why not? Make a couple hits, see what it likes, see what it doesn't like, see what the track can handle, and go from there. Sun is shining. I believe low 70s is the temperature right now. Really can't tell you that. Don't have my phone on for that, but it is a beautiful day here in Tulsa. All right, Joshua Vettel. Crew checking on the vitals, checking the wheelie bars. Say, hey, you're good to go. So let's do it as he is pre-staged. He is fully staged, and there he goes. Ooh, a little lazy. 0:52 for his reaction time. 1.11 60 foot. 463 at 127. As we have another pro mod coming up, and I can honestly tell you this is probably my favorite pro mod. One of my favorite pro mods of all time, and that's, yeah, it's just beautiful. As we have Mark Tito Erderhausen in that beautiful Wolverine 69 Camaro. Tito running a twin turbo package. Went far last night as well into the semis, I believe it was, for the Great Bend race, but this is a test session that we got going on for the Throwdown in T-Town. I mean, just looking at the car, beautiful candy apple red paint job. Formerly driven by the late, great Tim Slavens. Miss you, Tim. Tito, more seat time he gets, the better he gets at driving this thing. And it's an absolute beast when it's on full tilt boogie. But sun shining out a little bit today. A little bit of a wind coming in at the driver, so we'll see what happens as he spools her up, puts it on a chip, bumps in. Here we go. Oh. Huh. Not sure what happened there. Not really sure what happened there. And lets go of the button, and not even 5 feet out, just kind of falls over on its face. So, but hey, this is what test sessions are for. Hopefully they can find that gremlin, see what happens, and bring it on back and get a good run out of it for qualifying session tonight for the Throwdown in T-Town. And now that moves us into a little J&A Service funny car action here. As we have the Empire Ironworks, Camaro. Brian Brown out of Gainesville, Texas. Alrighty, Brian Brown in his top alcohol funny car. Taking advantage of the test session here for the Throwdown in T-Town here in Tulsa. As he puts one in, gets on the RPMs. Very high on the RPMs. Slowly inches his way in, and here he goes. And right away, puff smoke hits the tires and spinach. And looks like he is pulling over to the center line with the parachute pulled out. So, not sure what happened there. It looked like he had a little bit of a wobbly. So much so that a parachute came out. 1395 at 25 miles an hour. That is, yeah. But hopefully Brian Brown's team can figure out what happened there. Get her fixed up for the next round. Now we have going to a top sportsman here, Mr. Jimmy Lewis. In that very, very cool looking GXP here in the left-hand lane. Nice burnout.
Brenda, when this next car comes up, will you ask them to get a number on that car for me?
Alrighty, Mr. Jimmy Lewis, GXP, left-hand side. Has a number 1 on the side of the car.
That's the one. I don't care about that one. I got that. That's the number 1.
Pro Charger. Pro Charged top sportsman entry here.
Thank you so much.
Slowly creeping into the beams.
You said 1.5.
As he has pre-staged.
9.15.
Slowly bumps his way in. Look at that. Wow. That's where center line straightens it out. 408. 408 at 178. 011 reaction time. Just a hair above 1 second for the 60 foot. Not bad at all. As we come up to big tire car here, not sure what category this bad boy might be in, but this case, it could be Pro Street, if I'm not mistaken. And me and Jake from State Farm, we usually have a little game here where if there's a certain color of the car, you know, sometimes, you know, the driver's not on file yet. We do have his number, but we'll just name the car. So in this case, I'm going to call this one the Gray Ghost. Got the exhaust hanging out the side of the fenders there. See if it does a little G-body shuffle, as they say. And here we go. Pull those beams. Nice launch, keeps it straight. There we go, 459 at 155 for the Gray Ghost, as we shall call it, up here in the tower. And coming up, you know his name. I sure do. That's Keith Haney in the Black Mamba. Keith Haney in the Black Mamba Pro Mod here in the left-hand lane. Using all the juice. Not a little bit, not a lot of it, all of it. Haney, one of the co-owners here, Tulsa Raceway Park, threw down a 370 this morning. See if he can improve on that. Second pass got out to about 60 foot and kind of basketballed the tires there. Decided he wanted to play basketball on the drag strip. All right, you can see him purging the nitrous, getting it to optimum bottle temperature and pressure. Checking the wheelie bars looking good. Here we go. Cookie, guiding him in. Likes where he's at, let's do it. Haney is pre-staged. Ever so gently bumping in to the staging beam. Tree come down, and he's out. Ooh, same thing. Wow. Rattles the tires about 60 foot out and just gets off of it. 041 on the reaction time, 960 to the 60 foot. But once it passes that 60 foot, just gets into that tire shaking. He lets go, lets off. And here we have the Moonshine Wagon. This awesome looking flat black Willys. Alrighty, here we go. The Moonshine Wagon 2.0. Top Sportsman car. Oh. 002 on the red side. Waiting. Gotta wait just a hair, and he would have had a bag of donuts. 455 at 151 for his mile per hour. 107 on the short time. Looks to be a little bit of an improvement from the run he had earlier. I'm not too sure on that, but that car is awesome. Looks good, runs good, and we will see it a little bit later. And here we go with the Hertz Renner Racer. The Hertz Renner Racer of Tommy Cunningham with an awesome burnout right there. Doing a little shimmy, doing a little shake during the burnout. Gets it right in the middle of the groove. And here you go. Tommy Cunningham, proud owner of Stroud Safety Equipment, which is also our title sponsor for the Midwest Drag Racing Series Pro Mod class. If you need an engine blanket, transmission shield, seat belts, racing suit, parachute, anything that has to do with safety in mind in the drag racing world, Stroud Safety is your go-to. As Jake from State Farm just comes back with his chicken tendies here, and yeah, buddy, you know what? I think I found what I'm eating later. It's a good choice. It's a good choice. It is a great choice, as we have Tommy Cunningham over here in the left-hand lane in the Hertz Renner Racer GT500. Mama Cunningham videotaping the car right behind, as always. Good to see the Cunningham family out here. Great family. Great family. Here we go. Pre-stage. Locked in. Let's roll. Here we go. Hikes the wheels. Look at that. Wow, 369 at 204. 015 on the reaction time. Beautiful pass by Tommy Cunningham. Wow. Hikes the wheels to about 330 mark. Lays it down. And right down Broadway. 369, 204. 940 in the 60 foot. Great job. Good job, Cunningham family. As we have Mr. Keith Goolsby. I believe that is Keith Goolsby in that big bad Rustelic, I should call it. 57 Chevy here on the left-hand side. Keith has been to a couple events of ours here in the Midwest Drag Racing Series. I think he working out a couple little gremlins that they might have found. But here we go. As we have Keith Pulling into the left lane. Big blower. You know, that blower is almost at the roof line on this 57 here. That's what makes it even better. That is awesome right there. But it is a pro mod, so that's usually what happens. But either way, that is cool. Makes you kind of wonder how he can see the tree when that big blower is in the way. But somehow, some way, these guys find a way. As he is pre-stage stage, lets it trip, and ooh, tire shake right off the bat. Smokes the tires and just moseys on down. 0:30 reaction time, but once again, since we have some downtime, attention to the pits, attention to the staging area, attention to the bleachers, attention everywhere. If you are missing a set of glasses that were found over at the 660 bleachers, those wooden bleachers over there, we have them in the tower. So if you are missing some glasses, if you can't see very far, or if you can't see right in front of you and you need your glasses, we have them here in the tower. Let us know. And also, we still have, which still blows my mind, by the way, a Simpson helmet, carbon fiber, neck sock. I mean, the whole 9 yards in a Simpson helmet race bag here in the tower as well. So if you are missing or misplaced your helmet, which still blows my mind, but if you cannot find your helmet, don't know what you did with it, fell out of the trailer, yeah, we have it here in the tower. And like I said, if you can come up here, describe it, show us a proof of purchase, and give us a $5 coupon to, I don't know, Wendy's or, you know, Chick-fil-A or something like that. No, not Chick-fil-A because it's closed. I figured that out this morning. Anyway, please let us know. It is here. Alrighty, as we turn into the juniors, junior dragster up in the left-hand lane. It says Dakota on the side, so I'm going to assume that Dakota is the driver. We'll call that one the candy cane or the peppermint because it's got white and red on it. Like I said, that is a thing that me and Jake from State Farm do. Name cars due to their paint scheme. Here we go. More than likely, Dad lining him up, telling him, hey, it's time to shake and bake. As he is staged, and here we go. Tree drops down. 0.75 for the reaction time. 793 at 80 miles an hour for Dakota over here in the left-hand lane. All righty, attention to the pits, attention to the pits. This is your 30-minute call, 30 minutes before the lanes get shut down for test and tune. For testing. So 30-minute call, 30-minute call. If you need to make a run, make a pass, you need to be in the staging lanes within 30-minute time. If not, then can't make a pass. Sorry. 30 minutes, 30 minutes. Dave Pierce running in the Pro Street category. Beautiful paint scheme on that car. As he has his son Jeff tuning right behind the car. Doing wheelie bar adjustments. Making sure everything is A-OK. Purging of the nitrous. Getting bottle pressure to the best it can be before he makes his rip down the 660. Alrighty, Dave Pierce is pre-staged. Bumps in, staged. Here he goes. Ooh.
All right, well, time to go back to the drawing board for that. If only they had a good tuner for that Jeff Pierce car. They should call our guy, Pierce.
Yeah.
But no, it's a good car guy.
Absolutely. Just a little bit more tinkering for Mr. Jeff to figure out there. And next thing you know, it's going to be flying.
Yeah, he'll figure it out.
Absolutely.
Best in the biz.
Once again, attention to the pits, attention to the pits. Hey, 30-minute call for the staging lanes before they close. If you do plan on making a test run, you have 30 minutes. You need to be in the staging lanes within that 30-minute time frame. They will be shut down at 3 o'clock. Once again, 3 o'clock is a shutdown time if you plan on making a test hit.
And then also, I'd like to remind all of our watchers online that we will be we'll shut down the stream when testing ends, and migrate on over to Flow Sports, who will have our Throwdown in T-Town coverage. Al Tucci should be coming in at some point, and we'll be having a fun night of eliminations ahead of us. One of the premier events here of the Midwest Drag Racing Series, your Throwdown in T-Town. Coming up in the left-hand lane, Aaron Wells. Aaron Wells, your 2019 champion. He is in the finals for the Great Bend race. He'll be running the finals against Dustin Neslony later on tonight for the Great Bend race during first round of qualifying. Aaron Wells and Dustin Neslony, your final. But Aaron Wells is going to get some extra testing going on here in the left-hand lane at Osage Casino and Hotel Tulsa Raceway Park. Attention to the pits, attention to the pits. We need John Gentry or a representative from John Gentry in race control in the tower, please. Thank you. As track is getting sprayed now and should be ready to go shortly. So Steve, our representative from UEM Pistons, is going to go on down and do UEM Piston things. Talk to some of our racers who all across the board run UEM Pistons. Left, right, center, you name it, they run UEM Pistons. I'd like to thank some of our incredible sponsors here at the Midwest Drag Racing Series. Tie Drive is a series sponsor. Door Slammer racing veteran Todd Tutterow and his son Ty have worked for several years to develop the tie drive units that are now used by race winners, champions, and record holders in numerous different series, including this very Midwest Drag Racing Series. Tie Drive's units are being used by several Midwest Drag Racing Series Stroud Safety Equipment Pro Modified drivers, including Keith Haney, John Stouffer, and within the Midwest Drag Racing Series and beyond, Tie Drive products are utilized by several high-level racers, including a variety of different power adders and engine combinations, including nitrous turbochargers, roots blowers, screw blowers, and centrifugal superchargers. Also like to thank Pit Pro Custom Carts. Pit Pro has, we have the Pit Pro carts that we use here with the Midwest Drag Racing Series. You can find Ellen Eschenbacher cruising around in the Pit Pro carts, and they are just incredible. It's like driving the Cadillac of carts. They're amazing. In fact, we have one Pit Pro cart, and it spoiled me on other golf carts, because the normal golf carts at some other tracks are just like, it does not compare at all. Pit Pro Custom Carts started in 2000 as the official pit vehicle of the IHRA. Mike and his wife are originally from Great Bend, Kansas, in the Midwest Drag Racing Series. We're looking forward to having them at several of our races in 2022. For more information, you can go over to pitprousa.com or Pit Pro Custom Carts on Facebook. Mark Wagner, you can contact him via email at mark@pitprousa.com. Decent car count for the Throwdown in T-Town. Lots of great cars making the journey over to Tulsa, one of the premier events in pro modified drag racing right here at Tulsa Raceway Park. Fans will be cruising on in as the day progresses into evening. We still have some of them over at the over here at the track, but you know, eliminations don't start now for another few minutes, or for another few hours, really. But some of the testing here still draws our fans who come in to see from all across the way. Kryptonite Customs proudly returns to the Midwest Drag Racing Series for 2022. Kryptonite Customs officially transitioned ownership mid-2021 from founder Chris Davis to longtime employee Jake Lago, making it all circular. It's come full circle. Kryptonite Customs. They do the Black Mamba for Keith Haney. They do so many more. Todd Martin, Brian Lewis. You saw the what was the name of that? The Whiskey Runner, the Moonshine Runner, the Moonshine Runner, Moonshag Wagon. Yeah, they did that one too. That beautiful black and orange, red, and yellow striped Willies. You'll see it later on tonight. He's been making some testing hits. They did that one as well. Kryptonite Customs, some of the best in the industry. As that is one-time series champion Aaron Wells in the left-hand lane, coming on over to make some noise. And here is Aaron Wells coming through to the water box, making some noise. He won that 2019 champion right here at this very event, the Fall Throwdown in T-Town. So you swap on over to the camera at the starting line. Little bits of tire here and there on the camera. I'll have to go clean that off once we hit the break here. So back up. Remember, he is in the finals for the Great Bend race. Aaron Wells is going to have to take on the champion to be, maybe, Dustin Nesloni. And I'll tell you right now, that is a large ask of any driver here. He is on a mission. And let's take a look at what Aaron Wells is going to do here as he moves inches forward to the staging beams. Pre-stage and stage light is set up. Green lights, and away we go. He's going to step off of it at about the 100-foot mark and let her cruise. So trying to get the gremlins out now before we move over to the finals for the Great Bend race. As we still have several cars coming up in the staging lanes, as our testing will end at 3 o'clock. So that is, give or take, about 20 minutes. All quiet on the western front. And by the western front, I mean the racetrack today, or right now. It's been a moderately loud day today here at Tulsa Raceway Park. The one and only Al Tucci on his way over, I understand, flying into Tulsa today. Just take a look down the track. You can see nary a cloud in the sky. But don't let that fool you. It's not exactly warm weather out there. It's just about perfect to my Minnesotan blood. And it'll only continue to cool off into the evening. So drivers are going to have to contend with maybe a rapidly cooling track, but certainly some air temperatures that engines are going to absolutely love. You're watching the Midwest Drag Racing Series on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook at the Midwest Drag Racing Series. Get all of your information there. and from all over the place. We're putting it all there. You can stay tuned. Subscribe here at the Midwest Drag Racing Series on YouTube. You'll get a little ping every time we put up a new video, every time we want to do a live stream of one of our testing sessions or, what have you in the future. Midwest Drag Racing Series on YouTube, Midwest Drag Racing Series on Facebook. Find us there. Go follow Ellen Eschenbacher. She has all sorts of information to keep in mind of the Summit Racing Equipment Midwest Drag Racing Series. We'll be back in a flash. It's Midwest Drag Racing Series. And so there's Justin Jones now. Cutting away from a commercial, doing a little burnout action. Not going to miss a single pro mod going down the lanes. Unless we have a camera mishap, but that happens. He'll be backing up now. Justin Jones went a couple rounds deep last night. He's hoping to go even deeper as we move on into the evening here. So we take a look as he inches towards the line. Those parallel little beams there, trying to break each of them. You can see his team member here adjust the wheelie bar so it's just the right height. And here we go. First staging light is lit up. Here comes the second staging light. Breaking the beam. Ooh. Well, that's not supposed to happen. You can see a little something sitting on the starting line there. Stretch will go pick it up, and that is a belt. Came right off the car. Yeah, not pleased about that. I don't blame you. Tell you what, it's been a belt kind of weekend, hasn't it? How many belts have we seen? 4, 5? It's an awfully large amount of belts that have been blowing off cars. But you know what? That's not always a bad thing either. We've seen the belts save a couple guys from getting involved in some scary incidents. I'd like to wish our best to Wayne Roberts, who again is out of the hospital, has minor injury, but nothing that will require further medical, digging, no surgery required, no head damage, no neck, no internal damage. He is good to go. And as scary as that was, I got told, that as scary as it was, he was, by the time some of our staff members got there, he was already, laying on the ground. I was worried. I didn't have any word, but they were like, yeah, no, he actually was asking his son if there's enough duct tape in the hauler to fix that, and having a bit of a laugh with his kiddo. So wish Wayne Robert all the best, and it's certainly good to see him in good spirits and as healthy as he is too. He didn't. It's not that big of big of an injury, the one he's got. So we certainly thank the heavens above and thank all of the 5 people who construct these very safe machines that Wayne is okay. that happened yesterday. Our stream for the Midwest Drag Racing Series, the preamble to the Throwdown in T-Town, the Great Bend Makeup Race, that was last night. It's still on our YouTube page. If you're watching on YouTube, well, congratulations. It's this. Just click the channel button. We couldn't have made it easier. It's on this channel. If you're not watching on YouTube, maybe you're in the pits or whatever. Maybe you're on in the stands. Pretty simple. All you got to do is just pull out that phone of yours. If you have maybe you're in the pits, you have a TV in your RV, you can pull that up, pull up YouTube on that, and you can watch it wherever you want to go. And so still some more cars around the corner here in the staging lanes, but we are coming up on the time in which we will close the staging lanes. That won't be too much further from now. Again, staging lanes will close in 15 minutes, under 15 minutes. Again, if you're watching on there at that point, what's that? Oh, okay, yeah, okay, final call. Final call for testing. Final call for testing. Get to the staging lanes, please, and thank you. Again, at that point, we will shut down this stream, and we will mosey on over to Flow Sports, where all of your round 1 and 2 of qualification will happen tonight. Tomorrow, round 3 of qualification. Then, in the evening, eliminations for the Throwdown in T-Town, where we will anoint a new champion at the Throwdown in T-Town, one of the premier races in Pro Mod drag racing. Not going to want to miss that. It's a great, great evening. See a funny car coming up here. Is that a junior I see in the drag racing in the lane number 3 as well? Or hold on, nope, that's 10-9. That's lane number 8. So some. Let's take a look. Yep, that is the Empire Ironworks funny car. Making its way around the corner there. So it shouldn't be too much longer. We'll have some funny cars on the lanes. And again, we did place a final call for Test and Tune. Final call for Test and Tune today. Let's take a look now. Still waiting on some cars to mosey on over to the testing, but it is open testing right now. Again, none of these passes are for elimination. We did do some elimination passes earlier, but we won't have those until round 1 of qualifying, where we will anoint a new Pro Mod champion in the Great Bend Nationals. That is the makeup final for that. Will happen in round 1 of qualifying, where Dustin Nesloni will go up against Aaron Wells. Now, I'm not saying this is what they're doing for sure, but what they've done in the past is that they would pair those two up in first round of qualifying, and they'll say, hey, you're racing right now. Winner of this wins. But then also that time that you post in this race will be your first pass for qualifying. It's usually how it works. I'm waiting on a confirmation that that is how we'll do it again, but I would expect that to be the case. 5 p.m. Central Time. That'll be 6 East Coast and 3 o'clock on the West Coast. That is the time in which Flow Sports, we will launch that bad boy, and you will see the Throwdown in T-Town. Shouldn't be too much longer now before the bulk of your fans will start coming and filing in here. They do a good job of packing the house here at the Throwdown year after year, and that's thanks to some great marketing by both Todd Martin and Keith Haney. So Brian Brown in the left-hand lane, that Empire Ironworks funny car, getting on the chip, ready to go. He's broken the first beam. I'll tell you what, you got to break the second beam there. There it is. Man, he sat on the chip for a hot second. Didn't he across the line at 372 and a 5? That'll do just fine. He sat on that chip for a hot second. Yeah. Oh, Tito Witterhausen. I mean, he was spinning wheels from 0 to 660 there. He just left, right, all over the place, and he just said, hey, it ain't worth it here. I don't blame him either. I mean, that was a run from Tito that he probably isn't too eager to make again, as I hiccup literally on the microphone. And he's like, all right, so let's see. We're going to have to go back. We're going to have to adjust some stuff in the car. We're going to have to adjust my underwear. It'll be all good. So we did already put out the final call for testing. Those gates close very soon here. If they're not already closed. I haven't received word that they're officially closed, but I think they're right about there. We do have a line of cars to run through testing. But after that, we are going to shut down this stream and migrate over to Flow Sports. Again, 5 o'clock. Your stream for Flow Sports starts out 5 o'clock-a-rooski. Yes, we got another beautiful Pro Mod backing its way up right in front of our camera. Look at that bad boy. Well, it was sitting on the line, rumbling and bumbling along, but you can hear a distinct lack of both rumbles and bumbles right now. So the question is, what's up? And are we going to have to back this bad boy out and wait until first round of qualifications to figure out whatever this is? All right, well, I'm hearing rumbly bumblies again, so that's good news as the Pro Mod, the 57 Chevy there, gets fixed up, ready to go. Creeping forward here. Well, and it launches and something doesn't go right there, so it'll just take a nice, lovely Friday cruise on down across the line. Let's take a look on that from Justin Jones. Pulls the chute 376 and a 6 at 206. A little dust kicking up there at the top end, but Steve O getting back out there. As we wrap up testing here. Again. Lanes are closed. Lanes are closed for testing. Thank you. Again, testing lanes are closed, so I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to guess 6 or 7 more cars to make passes down here as we drag the tires before we light the fires. I'd like to thank some of our fantastic sponsors here at the Midwest Drag Racing Series. Top Fuel motorcycle class lineup is here. They were at the Memphis Nationals, the Throwdown in T-Town. They were at WWT Raceway, and it will be fantastic to add them. They're brought to you by Pingle Enterprise Top Fuel motorcycles. They are here. We have a small but mighty field. It's a privilege to watch Spider-Man McBride earlier this year, one of the legends of our sport. In addition, VP Racing Fuels returns as the sponsor for the 2022 Midwest Drag Racing Series season. We are excited and humbled to continue to have their continued support across the country and through all types of racing series, from NHRA to NMCA to PDRA to off-road, offshore, everything on land. VP Racing Fuels, they put forth support for all racers. VP is a world leader in fuel technology with distributors all over the world. You can be sure to find one in your area. VP also has a product line of lubricants, including non-synthetic racing oils, gear oil, high-performance racing oil, additive, and power wash. In addition, we'd like to thank everyone here: Stroud Safety Equipment, Race Star Industries, Pat Musey, Racing Engines, BNC Trailer Sales and Services, Zimmerman Properties and Constructions, Pingle Racing Engines, Jerry Bickle Race Cars. Thank you to every single one of them, and of course, J&A Service. We still have this this really nice Simpson helmet bag with a helmet in it, with your earpieces in it. I don't understand how you can't have claimed this already. I am going to fly home, all right? I'll sell it on the black market, and I'm going to turn a hefty profit, even with those outlandish baggage fees that Southwest is probably going to charge me. I mean, come claim your helmet. You know what? It might be able to be a carry-on. I only have a backpack that I travel with. That can be a carry-on. I mean, we're looking at like a $2,000 profit right there, baby. Easy. I'm shocked that nobody has asked for it, that, Ellen or Randy haven't had someone go, oh, I'm missing my helmet. I'm willing to bet that as we do round one of qualification, someone's going to be in the staging lanes like, where the heck is my helmet? If we get through round one of qualifications, I legitimately have no idea. I legitimately have no idea how we're going to get through that. It's going to be bizarre. MLB playoffs are on today around the sports industry. So if you see a guy down low in the bright red Cardinals t-shirt, that's me. You probably saw me on the stream at earlier points, fixing up some cameras and whatnot. But I have my Midwest Drag Racing Series shirt, but we'll throw that on after my team. You gotta support them. Gotta support the boys. Tulsa, of course, home to several minor league teams. The ECHL's Tulsa Oilers. We're talking the Tulsa Drillers in the AA affiliate of the Dodgers. Indoor football is returning to Tulsa. Of course, Tulsa, a great racing city, not just the Throwdown and T-Town. To Tulsa Raceway Park, Osage Casino and Hotel. Tulsa Raceway Park has several great events here, but also the home of the Chili Bowl. The Chili Bowl dirt race. The midgets going around in that massive building. Last time I was here, Sammy, I swung by there. That's where the Golden Driller is, too. You want to talk about a huge building. The building that the Chili Bowl takes place in is shockingly large. I didn't realize until, the Expo Center. I walked in there, and then I Googled it because I'm like, that is huge. And they're like, yeah, it's one of the largest free-span buildings in the world. Also hosts BMX championships there, too. It's a big old...
Yeah, they have a new facility over there.
Yeah.
Opened it this year.
Big old place there.
Very nice facility.
Make sure to join us in 2 weeks where we'll be at the Extreme Texas World Finals at XRP in Dallas, well, just south of Dallas, in a little town called Ferris, Texas. The DFW will be rocking with the sound of Pro Mod racing action as we will crown our champions and shed some tears that it's all coming to an end this year, and then we'll be back next year. Looking to next year, and it's a fun schedule. I have words and rumors and hints about where we're stopping. Just stay tuned over the coming weeks and maybe into the off season as we will announce our stops. But I'll just say I'm pleased with next year's schedule. Oh, baby, it's the Moonshine Wagon. Oh, that is a beautiful, beautiful old Willys. Thank you for joining us on this work day, this bonus coverage of the Throwdown in T-Town. Thank you guys for showing up, popping off. We appreciate every single one of yous. Is the Moonshine Wagon. Takes a look at testing. You can see crew member there using that measuring stick saying, hey, maybe we just adjust this, adjust these wheeler bars just a little lower, and now guide it to the line. That is a Kryptonite Customs car, by the way. So Kryptonite Customs, maybe you look at the Black Mamba, and I don't know how you not like the Black Mamba, but maybe you're like, you know what, no, I want something simple. Kryptonite Customs both does highly detailed, highly complicated wraps, and they also do absolutely beautiful, simple, and clean cars like the Moonshine Wagon. 431 and a 2 at 170 was pedal, pedal, pedal all the way home, like the little piggies. As we have a few more cars. Who we got coming up here? Bill Bernard. You see his funny car, the hood getting put down there. As he creeps on forward. Here we go. Mile high crankshaft. He is bumbling up to the line. So Bill Bernard is throwing her back. Bill Bernard got eliminated by Chris Marshall in the first round of eliminations last night to make up for Great Bend, Kansas. He ran, Chris Marshall, look, Bill Bernard had a good run, but Chris Marshall ran 3:57 and a 7, the all-time best run we've ever seen from a funny car here at the Midwest Drag Racing Series. And to be honest, it's one of the fastest we have ever seen from any car. Only a select few Pro Mods have gotten down into 3.577s. I think all of your builds, your build records, cap out around there. Woo! Bill Bernard going on a ride there. You saw him get a little crossed over left. He lifted on the throttle just slightly and reapplied, but he saved that. Sam, he made that look easy, didn't he? That was anything but an easy drive, but he was on it, and that is a testament to an A+ driver down there. Bill Bernard knows what he's doing. Gave us a little heart attack, I'll tell you that. And a little burnout action there. As a few of our fans are coming up to the seats here. I'd like to remind everybody this is just bonus coverage for testing. Round 1 of qualifications, the show begins proper at 5 o'clock. So set your time. Set your alarms for that time. All right, so a little top sportsman action coming up here on the left-hand side. That'll be the Crower Lane, Grand Prix Lane, the sponsor of the right-hand side. Ooh. And that wasn't a clean launch. Do we have any other cars in the staging lanes? One more car, and then we're going to shut this stream down, everybody. We thank you for joining us. One more car coming up. And then we're going to shut it down. We're going to migrate over to Flow Sports. You can click on the link in the description. You guys can find that for the rest of the show tonight. Fans in the stands, if you guys are subscribers to Flow Sports, first off, I'd recommend you do. But if you're subscribers to Flow Sports, you can watch the Midwest Drag Racing Series. All of our coverage will be streamed on there. And 2, if you're not subscribed to Flow Sports, I would recommend you do that to catch all of our Midwest Drag Racing Series action, including our Extreme Texas World Finals in Ferris, Texas at Extreme Raceway Park. Here we go, one more car here at Tulsa Raceway Park. But don't worry, the night hasn't even yet begun. We're just wrapping up testing. This is just testing. It's practice. It's batting practice, if you will. When the guys get some testing, some hits at the tree, don't you worry about a thing, because I'll tell you what. There is going to be a roar tonight, and you are going to want to be either watching on Flow Sports or preferably with your butt in the seat here at Tulsa Raceway Park. Free tickets. We packed the house here. You're going to want to see the Throwdown in T-Town. So our mystery car goes from point A to point B in 4.5 seconds. He dialed in he reacted with a 4:02. So sat at the light for just a little bit, but came in with a 4:51. So I would like to thank all of you guys for joining us here at the Midwest Drag Racing Series. A little bonus coverage from the Throwdown in T-Town. Our testing is concluded. At 5 o'clock, we're going to go live, 5 o'clock Central, with the Throwdown in T-Town. That is on Flow Sports. Until then, thank you for joining us. For Luke here and, of course, for Steve-O, I will see you guys soon. Peace.